Hey, today's gravel bike ride, it takes us back in history. Today, this is about the threat of nuclear war, bomb shelters, the 50s, missile sites, and a great big gravel ride that goes uphill, seems like forever. Today, I'm with buddy Tony here, and you might say today, to steal a line from a popular movie, that we might be steely-eyed missile men. Let's get to it. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great week. Today, well, we got a big climb today. We'll see how far we get. But the theme of the day isn't just climbing. No, it's not. We're going back in time a little bit to a day when nuclear war was ever present in the minds of people in the US and in the world, where that threat seemed to loom large back in the 50s in the Cold War era. And an answer to that was a missile defense system called Nike. And the Nike bases, the Nike missile sites, were scattered around the US. I think there was 250 or so of them, and around the world in NATO-friendly countries. I'm out riding with buddy Tony. He came down my neck of the woods to ride. It's old home week for him because he used to live here. And right now we're riding up what we call the Beast. And it's the beginning, I guess I would say it's the north end of the Santa Clara Divide Road, which goes for, I don't know how many miles, but it goes and goes and goes across the spine of the Angeles National Forest, San Gabriel Mountains. Well, we're not going that far today, but what we are gonna do is get to a place where we're gonna ride by one or two of the old Nike missile sites as I ride up this amazing long climb with the beautiful, beautiful view. This is a little section we call the Granate Steps. They're not as bad as they used to be because they kind of filled in some of the ledges, but these used to be hard on a mountain bike back in the 90s, so we got a work cut out for us. This is steeper than it looks, trust me. Woo! Why do we do this to ourselves, Tony? I don't know either. I know some days it definitely feels easier than others, but it's never easy. Never has been. I guess that's why they call it the Beast. I think it's well named. Whew. I could get you an e-bike. I could get an e-bike. That'd do it, wouldn't it? That day is yet to come. Okay, you can just barely see the towers up there. Spiky, kind of in the distance. That is Oat Mountain, or one of the mountains. I think that's Oat Mountain, and that was site of LA 88, the first Nike site, kind of within the view of our ride. We're not going there, we're going that way. But that ridge line sits between the San Fernando Valley, kind of Chatsworth-Simi Valley, and Santa Cruz Valley on this side. So that was the first site. I don't think you can get to that one on a bike, maybe. There's a bunch of private land and oil leases and stuff up there. But we are going that way toward the next site. And we'll see you when we get there. A lot more climbing to do. Ever told you how much I love my red shift suspension stem? That thing right there? That is pretty awesome. Beautiful in here. Whew. Awesome, awesome day. Gotta love January in Southern California. Have I mentioned lately how much I've enjoyed riding this Turner Cyclosis gravel bike? It is a peach. You know, this used to be a mountain bike ride for me. It's kind of a boring mountain bike ride though. On a gravel bike though, it's perfect, perfect. Challenging, beautiful, efficient and fast. Yep. Gravel bikes are just about my favorite thing. Woohoo! Well, kind of hard to see down there, isn't it? All the schmutz from the fog and clouds today. There's a bunch of people down there. So this is LA County Fire Camp 9 up here in the Los Pinedos area. And behind me, if you get stopped here, is the next Nike base site. So up there on that ridge where all the towers are, that, if I remember correctly, was LA Site 94. If that's wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. But up there was a Nike missile site as well. Now it's like communication towers and radar and cell towers, all kinds of stuff. I don't think we're really supposed to be up in there, and we're not going to climb that ugly little hill either. But anyway, here, the LA County Fire Camp, what I think happened, what I was able to read is that over time, as the Nike sites closed down, you know, into the, I guess, the late 60s and on, that lots of times government agencies would take over the buildings, like Forest Service, or some case it might have been the National Guard or whatever. And I think some of these buildings are the administration buildings that went back to the Nike site. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. In any case, it makes a good story, doesn't it? And it's cool old sets of buildings. They definitely look old enough to be from that era. All right, now we gotta decide if we're gonna ride any further, climb more or not. If not, at some point I'll point out the next couple of Nike sites going that way. All right, but it's time for a snack. Isn't that something over there? Look at that. It's a big climb. We got it done. We could go that way. I'm not sure how far we're going to go today. We're still making up our mind, but that was a Nike site. That is Magic Mountain, not the amusement park. I don't know how amusing it is to ride up. It's one heck of a climb to go up there, so we'll see what we're going to do. And the next one is even further down that way. That is Mount Gleason. That's the next Nike site. That's up above Acton, California. So, yeah. All right, we're heading down to the road down there. We still got a big descent to go. Whew, that was rough. All right. Cold too. Well, we've decided to go a little bit further east up the Santa Clara Divide Road toward Magic Mountain. I don't know how far we're gonna go. I kind of doubt we're gonna go all the way. I don't know. Who knows? A couple old guys out on their own. Shoot. Might get our blood up and just keep climbing. I don't know. We'll see where we go. In the meantime, we're going that way, more up. It's kind of an old paved road, bad paved road in this area. It's got this gigantic washout anyway. Let's see if we get to the washout. I don't know how well you can see this, but check out this road washout. Man, it is just gone, baby, gone. That's a lot of dirt to put back in. A lot of dirt way down there. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of work to put that back in. I think this is our turnaround point. Getting low on time, and we've done right now we've done 4,650 feet of climbing, and we got some climbing to go back, and that was only in about 18 miles of riding. I'd call that a pretty good day. So from here you can see Magic Mountain Nike site. Obviously a bunch of communication towers and things up there now, microwave. There's a really steep road that goes up there to it, but today I think we're going to pass. Out there is Mount Gleason, that kind of broad with all the pine trees and whatnot up on it. That's a destination for me one of these days, to ride all the way over and then down and back home. That is going to be a big day. So Magic Mountain, Mount Gleason, both Nike sites in the past, and now, well, it just kind of faded memories and cell towers and microwave and whatnot. Well, thanks for coming along with us today. Tony and I had a great day. Here comes Tony. He is right coming up behind me there. And we've got one big, long downhill to get back to the car, and I think maybe Mexican food is in order. All right, you guys, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of history. And as always, you know what I say, go ride your bikes. Take care. No, I've never done Los Pinedos on the gravel bike. No, it never even occurred to me, Tony. Maybe that's why you crash more than I do.